What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 210 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which in a way, it kind of ties with today's video. But the question of the day is this: which deck from Maze of the Master do you believe will change the meta in 2025? Let me know down in the comments below. And speaking of Maze of the Master, today's video is a 2-in-1. So not only are we going to be discussing the new cards that have been announced for the set, but we are also going to be revealing the full set list for Maze of the Master. And the new cards that I am referring to are basically some new Apophis support, I guess would be the proper term. Then again, it could be like just like new Odion cards. I guess I could title it that. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I'm trying to excuse me. I'll try and figure it out as I'm like trying to post this damn thing, trying to post this video. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, I never would have expected Odion to get more new support, especially given the fact that we got the support. If I remember correctly, I don't think these cards were ever talked about on the channel. So, yeah. In fact, I think it was in a previous set, one of the earlier sets that we got that featured the new support for Odion's deck. I think he got like some form of like new I think a couple of new like Apophis continuous traps, I think at some point. I don't remember the exact set, but we did indeed get those. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I am just going to actually going to get straight into it. Kicking things off, we've got the man with the mark. And don't mind the hand in the photo. I believe this was from Tombox's video, MSC TV. Shoutouts to him. I think it came from him. But it is a 4-star Earth spellcaster with 1,000 attack and defense, and it says, and it has 1, 2, 3 separate effects. So the first effect reads: if this card is normal or special summon, you can take one Temple of the Canes or a spell trap that mentions it from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the grave. You can only use this effect once per turn. Second effect reads: while you control Temple of the Canes, this card and Apophis monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Third effect reads: Temple of the Canes you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So this is basically built-in protection for Temple of the Canes, which I believe is the which is an old continuous spell that basically helps summon out Mystical Beast of Circuit, which actually was I want to say that was a Jump promo. If I remember correctly, I believe it was a V-Jump promo before it got reprinted in a gold set, in a gold series set. I want to say it was Premium Gold 1, if my memory serves right. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that this basically helps search out for Temple of the Kings. It keeps it on the field, and pretty much all of your cards basically are protected from being destroyed and targeted by battle and card effects as well, which is really, really good. This is probably by far one of the best spell and trap rotas we've ever seen thus far, which is incredible. Let's see here. Next one up, we have Merciless Scorpion of Circuit, which is basically Mystical Beast of Circuit, but just better. Literally, it looks badass. It kind of looks like something out of oh my god, what's that one? Was it an anime that I had seen? Or was it from an old movie? I want to say it was from an old movie. I think it kind of looks like something out of that weird Will Smith movie. Was it Independence Day? I think it was. It kind of looks like one of the aliens from that movie. But it is a 6-star Earth Fairy with 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense, and it has 2 separate effects, 3 effects. It has 3 separate effects. The first one reads, cannot be normal summon or set, must first be special summon from your hand by banishing a level 10 or higher monster from your hand or deck while you control Temple of the Kings. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can add 1 Temple of the Kings or a spell that mentions it from your deck to your hand. At the start of the damage, that's the second effect. Third effect reads, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy that opponent's monster, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to half the destroyed monster's original attack. So this is basically Cyber Dragon. So this is basically Cyber Dragon, Terraforming, and Mystic Swordsman level 2 all rolled into one powerful 6-star 2,500 body. Literally, that's all it is. The only thing with the Cyber Dragon effect is that it is a bit conditional. So you would literally have to have the Winged Dragon of Ra or some form or one of its other forms to banish, and then you would be able to bring this card out, which is absolutely crazy. Enough said about that. Next one up, we have Anubis, the Last Judge. It kind of looks like something out of oh my god, what's that one anime that I had seen? This guy, oh my god, I don't remember the name, but the protagonist, the protagonist went to, had traveled to a whole nother world through a portal, and was able to get in contact with, I guess, his childhood friend or something like that, and they ended up getting married in the other world. I don't remember the name. I know it's not how a realist rebuilds the kingdom. I know it's not that. It's something else. Oh my god. I cannot think of it. I had seen it like a little over a year and a half ago, so it's been quite some time. But it kind of looks like something out of that anime. If you guys know know the anime that I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. I actually need to watch that again if I can find it. But it is a 10-star Earth Fiend with 3,000 attack, 0 defense, and the effects read as followed: cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summon. Must first be special summon from your hand or grave while you have 3 or more cards in your grave with different names that are temple decays and or traps by placing 2 of them on the bottom of the deck in any order. You can send this card from your hand to the grave, add 1, the man with the mark from your deck to your hand. If a spell or trap you control is destroyed by card effects, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. You can use each effect once per turn. Again, this is basically Cyber Dragon with a way to search out the man with the mark, which is which the man with the mark is basically your combo starter, if you will. This is more of the combo extender, which is not bad. And I can only see people playing like maybe 1 or 2 of this card, just because of the fact that if you run 3 copies and you end up opening your hand with at least 2 of them, you're gonna end up bricking really badly. So it's better to only use like maybe 1 or 2 copies at best. So I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it does help you. It does help search out the man with the mark. It can help. It basically just helps facilitate your board even better, even more, if you will, which is pretty cool. But next up, we have Divine Serpent Apophis. Which is a 6-star Earth Reptile Fusion with 2,800 attack, 2,600 defense, and it requires 2 monsters that mention Temple of the Kings. The effects read as follows: must be either fusion summon or special summon by attributing 2 Apophis monsters. Once per turn, you can target up to 3 Apophis traps with different names in your grave. Set them. Once per turn, if a trap card is activated except during the damage step, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. So this basically just helps bring out cards like Embodiment of Apophis and pretty much any other like Apophis trap that you may have at your disposal. It's basically a good follow-up, if you will. So once you've used up this card's effect and you've set your board, you can essentially link this off into a card, into like a card like a potential maybe Boral Sword, perhaps, if it was still playable. But still, it's actually not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see here. We have 1, 2. We've got plenty more cards to talk about, you guys. So let us continue with Divine Scorpion Beast of Circuit. Which is a 6-star Earth Fairy Fusion with 3,000 attack, 2,000 defense, and it requires 1 circuit monster plus a monster with 2,500 or less attack. The effects read as followed: if this card is special summon, or at the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls or in their grave, banish it, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to half the banished monster's original attack. Can only use this effect once per turn. Can make a second attack during each battle phase while a level 10 or higher monster is banished. So this basically ensures that if you have a single form of the Winged Dragon of Ra, whether it's the original, whether it's sphere mode, or its Immortal Phoenix form, you basically have ensured that you get 2 attacks in the battle phase, and this basically threatens lethal. It literally threatens lethal because if your opponent only has 1 monster on the field, you can literally banish that monster and push for lethal, which is really good. Which essentially this is your boss monster for the whole deck, which is pretty cool. And not only that, I don't know if there's a card that lets you exceed summon during the battle phase. I don't remember if there is, but you can essentially overlay Divine Scorpion and Divine Serpent into a rank 6, and you basically you basically have lethal right there if you're able to find a way to attack with both Scorpion and Serpent, and you're able to overlay them into a monster with high enough attack to push for game. So if you're able to do that, this card Scorpion is basically your boss monster for the whole deck, which is incredible. Next one up, we've got Treasure of the Kings. So we have Temple of the Kings, but now we have Treasure of the Kings. Which is their field spell, and the effects read as follow. When this card is activated, you can set 1 Apophis Trap from your deck. This card's name becomes Temple of the Kings while in the field zone. Once per turn, if you have 2 or more set cards on your field or a trap in your grave, you can add a monster that mentions Temple of the Kings from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 copy per turn. So basically, this is a way to. This is basically your much more better version of Rhoda. Excuse me. And how can I explain it? It's basically it's basically Magician. So it's basically Magician Salvation for this specific deck alone. So you guys, obviously you guys are familiar with Magician Salvation. Once it's activated, you can literally place Eternal Soul face up into your back row, and you're pretty much just set right then and there, which is really good. This card basically lets you set 1 Apophis Trap from your deck, which is similar to Magician's Salvation. And it basically is a Rhoda, if you will, which is really good. Next one up, we have got Defense of the Temple. There we go. Which honestly looks kind of cool. Which is a normal spell, and the effects reads as follow. Fusion summon an Earth Fusion from your action deck using monsters from your hand or field. If you use a monster you control that mentions Temple of the Kings, you can also use face-up monsters your opponent controls as material. If you control Temple of the Kings, you can banish the card from your grave. Add 1 Dangers of the Divine from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So, essentially, to keep it blunt, if you're able to have, if you do have a monster that mentions Temple of the Kings, this is basically Super Poly. This is basically Super Poly on steroids. Enough said. It literally helps you summon out Divine Scorpion, which is awesome. And funny thing is that you can literally use Mystical Beast of Circuit plus your opponent's dark magician or their dark magician girl or one of their monsters that has less than 2,500 attack, and you're basically able to summon Scorpion right off the bat, which is very funny. Speaking of Dangers of the Divine, that is the next card in today's video. Dangers of the Divine, which is a quick play spell, and the effects reads as follows. Pay half your life points, then tribute 1 monster Special summon one Winged Dragon of Ra from your hand or banishment, ignoring its summoning condition, and make its attack and defense 4,000. But it cannot attack, and during the end phase of the next turn, return it to the hand. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, choose one Winged Dragon of Ra in your monster zone, and send all of the monsters on the field to the grave. You can only use each effect once per turn. So this basically makes summoning Ra a lot easier and a lot more funnier. If I'm being completely honest, the only downside is that you're not able to attack with Ra. So if you're able to find a way to ensure that Ra stays on the field and being able to keep its attack, you're basically golden right there. I mean, you essentially have a 4,000 body on board, which is incredibly crazy. Two more cards to talk about. First one up is Verdict of Anubis. And if you guys notice, it's basically Judgment of Anubis targeting Joey's monster cards, which is very funny. What are they? Was it Gearfree the Iron Knight, Swordsman of Landstar, and it kind of looks like Panther Warrior as well, which is pretty funny. So it's a counter trap. You know damn well it's gonna be a Solemn Judgment. So the effects read as followed: when your opponent activates a spell or trap, while you control three or more other spell or traps, negate the activation and destroy that card. Then if you control Temple of the Kings, you can destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, then inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the total attack of those destroyed monsters. You can only activate one Verdict of Anubis per turn. So this is basically Solemn Judgment with a massive twist, with a mix of, I guess, I want to say it's a mix of it's Solemn Judgment with a mix of Magic Cylinder, I guess would be the appropriate phrasing. So it basically ensures that you've threatened lethal. So if your opponent were to activate a spell or trap, say they activated Lightning Storm as a random example. If your opponent if you have Temple of the Kings, and you also have three or more, spell or traps on board, not only could you negate Lightning Storm and destroy it, but you basically get to pop your opponent's entire board, and they get dealt a shit ton of damage. So if your opponent was playing, let's say, a deck like say Sword Soul, and they have monsters on board that have a combined total of let's say 16,000 attack, right? Which is basically enough to just kill you. Basically, you literally get to deal them one blow of 8,000 damage to them, and they essentially lose. So hypothetically speaking, this is the best count Solemn Judgment we've seen thus far for this archetype, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Now for the final card of the video, and then I will be revealing the full set list of Maze of the Master, and it is known as Apophis the Serpent. Which is a continuous trap, and the effects read as followed. Special summon this card as a normal monster, which is a 4-star Earth Reptile with 1,600 attack, 1,800 defense. This card is also still a trap. Then you can set one Apophis trap from your deck except this card. It can be activated this turn. If this card is sent to the grave, you can add one embodiment of Apophis from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. Again, so this basically helps bring out the original Apophis, which is embodiment of Apophis, which is incredible. And I believe because that it's also a 4-star, you basically have yourself a rank 4 literally you have yourself a Baguska right then and there, or you could also do what you call it. You could do Abyss Dweller, you could do Time Thief Redoer, which can help summon out Zeus, which is very, very funny. So honestly, this is actually not bad. So interestingly enough, technically it's new Raw support, but still, I think in my opinion, these new cards are actually kind of sick, and who knows what we can expect from this set. But we do have the full set list. I'm actually gonna try and no, I don't want that. Let's see. Maze. The Master. Here we are. Wikipedia. Here we go. This will help me out. Okay. So. Will this help me out? Oh yeah, this will definitely help me out. Okay, so I'm gonna show. So I'm gonna reveal all of the all the cards that will be in the set and what their rarities are going to be. So we have, going in numerical order, we have Silent Magician level 8, which gets a brand new artwork, which will be a quarter century secret rare, which this plus Alliance Insight will be the last sets that will get to feature QCRs. After that, Starlight Rares will be making its way back full time, which is incredible. The man with the mark, which will be a secret rare. Merciless Scorpion of Circuit, ultra rare. Anubis, the Last Judge, ultra rare. Divine Serpent of Apophis, super rare. Divine Scorpion, Beast of Circuit, super rare. Treasure of the Kings, secret rare. Defense of the Temple, rare. Dangers of the Divine, rare. Verdict of Anubis, ultra rare. Apophis of the Serpent, which will be ultra rare. Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal, which will be a secret rare and a collector's rare. To which a lot of these cards I've talked about these cards in previous videos. So you guys can definitely check those out if you haven't already. Tachyon Cloud Dragon, rare. Schwarzschild Infinity Dragon, secret rare. Divine Golden Shadow Dragon Dragaluxion, ultra rare. Tachyon Spiral of Destruction, rare. 7th Tachyon, secret rare and collector's rare. Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, rare. X Cross Cannon, ultra rare. Y Yarhead, yeah, rare. Z Zillion Tank, rare. XYZ Hyper Dragon Cannon, ultra rare. Union Controller, which will be an ultra rare and collector's rare. Union Activation, ultra rare. A to Z Energy Load, rare and collector's rare. Trickstar Hoodie, super rare. Trickstar Aqua Angel, ultra rare. Trickstar Band Dramatis, rare. Trickstar Colchica, super rare. Trickstar Noble Angel, super rare. Trickstar Diffusion, rare. Maiden of Blue Tears, rare. Grief Tablet, super rare. The Duke of Demise, ultra rare. Spirit Illusion, rare. Spirit Shield, rare. Ocean of Regeneration, super rare. Clear Phantom, super rare. Clear Rage Golem, rare. Clear Cube will be a rare. Clear Vicious Knight, super rare. Clear Wall, super rare. Singularity Fiend, secret rare, which is kind of weird. Break the Seal, which is basically Exodia support, rare. Earthbound Immortal Red Nova, which helps summon out Red Nova Dragon a lot easier, which is very funny, considering the fact that it's Earthbound Immortal support and Red Dragon Archfiend support together, which is very hilarious. And that is a super rare. Ancient Gear Statue Ultra Rare, Cutter Shark Rare, Gimmick Puppet Fiendish Knight Super Rare, Antidote Nurse Rare, Perform Mage Fire Dancer Super Rare, Perform Mage Water Dancer Rare, Perform Mage Wind Drainer Rare, Perform Mage Cup Tricker Rare, Trapeze Witch Super Rare, Shadow Maker Super Rare, Perform Mage Trapeze High Magician Super Rare, Rank Up Magic Magical Force Rare, Soul Fist Super Rare, Golden Allure Queen Super Rare, Allure Palace Super Rare, Allure Dance Rare, Herald of Purple Light Rare. Okay, so these next ones are going to be reprints. So we have Herald of Purple Light Rare, Green Light, Herald of Green Light Rare, Allure Queen level 3, 5, and 7, all will be rare. Gladiator Beast Bestiari and Laquari, both rare. Herald of Orange Light will be rare. Gladiator Beast Samnite, rare. Gladiator Beast Retiari, super rare. Clear Vice Dragon, rare. Atlantean Marksman, rare. Atlantean Heavy Infantry, rare. Raw Immortal Phoenix, rare. Lumina Twilight Storm Shaman, rare. Thunder Dragonhawk, rare. Thunder Dragon Roar, rare. Nebula Dragon, rare. Galactic Spiral Dragon, rare. Sword Soul of Moye, super rare. Sword Soul of Taya, rare. Sword Soul Strategist Long Wong, rare. Mole Charmy Perulia, ultra rare and collector's rare, which is very funny. The first reprint of its kind, which is very funny. Gladiator Beast Heraclinos, rare. Gladiator Beast Esadari, rare. Gladiator Beast Tamer Editor, rare. Crystron, Quarion, Gandrex, rare. Sword Soul Grandmaster Shishao, rare. Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Sheng Ying, rare. Sword Soul Sinister Sovereign Queen Long Wong, rare. Number 107, rare. Rare, both its original and its alternate art. The original print, the original art will be rare, and the alternate art will be a QCR. Chaos number 107 will be rare. Number 97 will be rare. Light Dragon Ignister, rare. Number 4 Stealth Kraken, rare. Galaxy Satellite Dragon, rare. Temple of the Kings, rare. Clear World, rare. Rank Up Magic Variance Force. Argent Chaos Force, both rare. Vessel of the Dragon Cycle, rare. Heavenly Dragon Cycle, rare. Sword Soul Emergence, rare. Embodiment of Apophis, rare. Gladiator Beast War Chariot, rare. Tachyon Transmigration, rare. Shay Brigadine, rare. Trickstar Reincarnation, rare. Angel Statue Azurine, rare. And Apophis, the Swamp Deity, also rare. So that's the full set list. Honestly, I'm actually kind of excited for this set because we're finally getting all the cards from a booster set that was meant to be released in the TCG but never got to see the light of day, which was Duelist of Brilliance, a legendary duelist set that featured new support for Mazar, for I think it was for Mazar, Blue Angel, and for someone else. I don't remember exactly, but here's the alternate art, which will be QCR, which looks kind of cool. It looks cool, but if I'm being honest, the original is always going to be where it's at for me. So hopefully I do plan. Hopefully I will be able to get my hands on this set. In fact, I believe we won't be getting this set for quite some time. In fact, In fact, we won't be getting this set for another for another few days, actually, for about another week. So it's gonna be interesting to see what which of these cards will be making their way to the meta. I have a feeling that with the new Tachyon support, I have a feeling Galaxy Eyes may end up just being on the same level as Blue Eyes with the new structure deck. So it's gonna be interesting, but I feel like Tachyon needs a little more support to make it meta, at least in my opinion anyway. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and be sure to follow me on my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.